the super circuit. 4 3.5 millimeter input jacks, one 500K vertical mount potentiometer, one 100K resistor on the output to the non-inverting input of the square wave, which is TL074 op amp number 4. The output of that is going through 20K resistor to a 0.22 microfarad, 0.22 microfarad capacitor going from the output of op amp 1 of the TL074 to the inverting input, and the non-inverting input is going to ground. So all of the pins that aren't connected to components are going to ground. The triangle wave and the square wave triangles at op amp 1, square wave is op amp 2, or no, 4. The triangle wave dictates the frequency of all of the waveforms because its feedback resistor is this potentiometer, and I also have a trimmer pot in there too, because I wanted to mess around with certain voltages, ranges, and capacitors. The triangle wave has an integrator of a 0.1 microfarad and what looks like a 220 ohm resistor. But that's an integrator circuit, so that's a parallel resistor and capacitor. This has a 1 microfarad capacitor, and again, that looks like a 10K resistor. So, how about we listen to how the lamest sounding wave sounds first? So that's 17 parts in total. That's crazy. Oh, by the way, output voltages. This is kind of nutty. So we got coming out of the out into the sine wave is one volt, but out of the square wave is 11.5. Out of the sawtooth wave is, well, holy shit. Oh, let me just get there correctly. Yep, that's 24 volts. And then, but then the poor triangle, or poor, no, this is a sine wave. Poor sine wave. Poor sine wave. Oh no, actually the sine wave gives, it's actually more like 5, I saw earlier. So it's 5 on the sine wave. Sawtooth gets 24 volts. Square gets 11, and the triangle gets 1. So the sawtooth shouldn't have many frequencies attenuated by my multi-mode filter by WMD. So we'll start off with the sine wave. Low pass filter's way down. Also generates a little bit of noise, unfortunately. With the resonance up, or just halfway, barely anything. It's low pass. Let's go high pass. Now to the triangle wave. Lots of low end on the triangle wave, which I love. That's the high pass filter, but that's a clipping from my speakers. Okay, now for the real heavy duty stuff. This square wave is pretty killer. Awesome sounding square wave. And for the best sounding wave with the filters, this sawtooth, even with the resonance all the way at the bottom. That much resonance. So obviously the sawtooth and the triangle wave are kind of the best sounding out of, or the sawtooth and the square kind of the most output and kind of the best sounding. The sine wave is your typical sine wave. It's not supposed to be attenuated that much. Triangle wave is pretty cool when you have it loud enough. And I'm running this off 12 volts. Like I said, the parts around 50 cents. It's a total of 18 parts. And that is Danny Sebahar's 4-waveform 18-part super circuit. And to think that I paid $150 for this one. What the fuck?